Yoga has many benefits and provides a unique personal experience. It's important to recognize any personal limitations and consult with your healthcare provider for any concerns.
Welcome, my name is Laura. This will be a gentle yoga session. All the postures will be on the floor, nice and easy, relaxing, perfect if you're just waking up or maybe getting ready for bed. So we'll use a couple props, at least I'll demonstrate with props. They are totally optional though if you'd like to use them or try. The first one you'll need is potentially some kind of a strap. This is a yoga strap. You can use a belt, a scarf, maybe the tie from a bathrobe. The other thing we'll use for this practice will be a cushion. I have this little meditation cushion just to elevate the hips to find a more comfortable seat. If you don't have a meditation cushion, you can use a cushion off of the bed, a pillow. You can also use perhaps a thick blanket rolled up, and that'll work perfectly. A lot of times when we use props in yoga, they're things that you can find around the house. So with that said, we'll go ahead and get started. After you set up your space, we'll find a comfortable seat and just begin to arrive to your mat. Welcome yourself to your yoga practice. We'll take a couple nice deep cleansing breaths. Maybe set an intention for your practice. Continue breathing, and we'll add some motion with the arms. Inhaling up, nice big sun breath. Exhale, fingertips come back down to the mat. Inhale up. Exhale. Continue this pattern, just flowing, riding along on the edge of the breath. Maybe adding the neck, looking up, following the fingertips up to the top, and exhaling, gaze falls to the lap. At your own pace. I always like to offer a positive affirmation. I have amazing strength within me. I have amazing strength within me. You can say that to yourself throughout this practice. Just to remind yourself, you are strong, even in times where you may not feel like it. Let's take one more nice big sun breath. Pause when the fingertips get to the mat. Readjust sitting up nice and tall. We'll bring the arms to a T. Palms are facing down. We'll bring the arms in, crossing right arm over left. Hooking that right arm, bending that left elbow. Pulling, gently pulling that right arm across the body for a nice deltoid stretch. And breathing. Maybe adding on to this by looking over that right shoulder. Here. Then unwinding the arms out to a T, maybe giving them a little shake. Moving to the other side, this time crossing left arm over right, hooking that left arm with the right elbow. Maybe taking a look over that left shoulder and breathing. One more breath. Begin to slowly unwind the arms. Exhale, fingertips back to the mat. Maybe roll the shoulders. Give the head a couple nice rolls. Coming back to neutral, readjusting the seat. Inhaling the arms back up to a T. Taking a nice deep breath in on the exhale, crossing the arms back over, right over left. This time palms face each other and we'll interlace the fingers. Bringing the knuckles down, bending the elbows, knuckles come towards the body and up. Little wrist stretch. And back out. You can inhale on the way in and exhale on the way out. A couple of these, and if this doesn't feel quite right, you can always just roll the wrists one way and then the other. See if that feels a little better. We'll do one more. Releasing the fingers, we'll bring the arms back out to a T and do little circles with the arms towards the back of the mat. It can be as big or as tiny as you like. Pausing there. Crossing the arms, this time left over right. Palms face each other. We'll interlace the fingers. Might feel a little funny on one side or the other, depending on your dominant hand. And we'll begin to bring the knuckles in and up. And back out. Curling in. And releasing out. And one more like that. Exhaling, unwinding the arms back out to a T. Sitting up nice and tall. We'll inhale these arms up to the top. The palms are going to meet up here. We'll interlace the fingers and flip the palms up to the sky for palm tree. Staying here or adding a little motion, rocking from side to side. Getting a nice little side body stretch there. Swaying your palm tree in the wind. I have amazing strength within me. Take another breath. In palm tree. Exhale, fingertips come back down to the mat. We'll pause. Inhale the arms up to the top. Reach up nice and high. As you exhale, we'll bend at the elbows this time, pulling the heart through for half angel wings. Shoulder blades squeeze together and we inhale it back up. Flowing this motion. With the breath, inhaling on the way up, exhaling on the way down. Nice little heart opener. Beginning to warm the body. Let's take one more. Pause when you get up. Get the fingertips up, reaching up high, and we'll exhale fingertips back down to the earth. Walking the hands forward, coming into a tabletop position. Moving any props that you may have away from the mat. So we'll set up our tabletop, stacking the joints. Hips over knees, shoulders over the wrists. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Gaze falls between the thumbs. The back is flat, so like if you sat a teacup on here, it's not going to tip over. So check in with the tummy, the abs, make sure the core is engaged there. Start with a little cat-cow, dropping that belly, taking a nice big inhale as you pull the heart through. Tailbone tips up. We look up. And we exhale, then pushing away. Gaze falls towards the navel. Tail tucks. And flowing this motion. Cat-cow. And don't worry if you get the breath mixed up. Do what feels good. Inhaling in one motion and exhaling with the other. Cat-cow. Do two more rounds, and I'll meet you back in table. No hurry. Once you find your table, we'll begin to move that, extend that right leg out to the side. Arch of the foot is meeting the floor. Finding a wide-legged table position and pausing here, just feeling those adductor muscles, the inner muscles of your thigh. Noticing a little stretch. If you'd like to deepen this stretch, you can go ahead and maybe send the tail back towards the heels or come down onto the elbows. Just to where it feels nice for you. One more round of breath in this wide-legged table. And if you're down onto your elbows, go ahead and come back up. We'll begin to take that right leg and cross it over the left, the backside body. Take a look back at your toes, peering over the left shoulder. Feeling the stretch there in that IT band, or the right IT band, and the right side body, countering that stretch that we just did with the wide-legged table. Taking another breath, and we'll bring that right knee back under that right hip. Maybe give the tail a little shake. And finding the left leg, then moving to the other side. Sending the left leg out for your wide-legged table. Noticing if one side of the body may be a little different, maybe a little tighter than the other side. Coming on down to the forearms if that felt nice. We're sending the tail, the seat back to the feet. Deepen the stretch. We'll take another round of breath and come on back up. Left leg crosses over the back side body. Gaze falls over that right shoulder. We'll look back at our left toes. Feeling a nice stretch in that left side body. Entering our wide-legged table. When you're ready, bringing that left knee back under the left hip. Toes come together. Send the knees just a little bit wide. We'll send the tail back towards the feet for a child's pose. Arms reach out long. Feel the stretch in the back, side body. Breathe here. Feeling the breath flow down the back to the tail. Staying here, or maybe walking the arms over to the right. Back to center. And over to the other side. Back to center. Pausing for a moment. I have amazing strength within me. When you're ready, on your next inhale, coming back up to tabletop. Walking the hands forward, melting the heart down to puppy pose. Just for a moment, and then coming down onto the forearms, sending the body forward, hips meet the earth. Coming down onto our bellies, maybe making a pillow with the head. Just send the right arm out to a T. Left arm comes beneath the left shoulder, and we'll roll the body over towards the right. Left foot meets the earth. Makes a little kickstand, coming into broken wing. One more breath in broken wing. And we'll come back to center, moving to the other side. This time, sending that left arm out to a T. Right hand comes beneath the right shoulder, pressing over onto the left side. Maybe using that right leg as a little kickstand. Finding a nice front body, shoulder stretch. Taking one more breath in broken wing. Coming back to center. Sitting up for Sphinx pose. Coming up onto the forearms. Elbows come beneath the shoulders. Pull the heart through. Crown of the head reaches tall. This is a little back bend. If there's any pinching in that lower back, maybe try widening the feet. Or walking the elbows out just a little bit. Just ease up on the back. Sphinx pose. We'll add a little neck movement here, maybe looking over the right shoulder. And then over the left. Back to center. From your Sphinx pose, the right arm threads through behind the left. Right shoulder, right ear come down to the yoga mat. Coming in to thread the needle from Sphinx. We're countering that broken wing shoulder stretch. This time, stretching the backside body, backside shoulder area. We'll take one more breath here. And unwind, coming back up to your Sphinx. Take a nice deep cleansing breath, neutralizing the spine. Moving to the other side, left hand threads behind the right, left shoulder, left ear come down to the yoga mat. Thread the needle. One more breath, or stay here as long as you like. And we'll come back up to our Sphinx pose. Maybe this time, just bring the chin to the chest and drop the head. Let it hang heavy, maybe nod the head in the motion, like you're shaking your head no. Pause. Coming back up to our neutral Sphinx pose. Bringing the hands beneath the shoulders and pressing up to a seated posture. And this is where you may want to use your cushion or your rolled up towel or blanket to have something to sit on. And you may also want to grab your strap for this part of the class. Once you get up to seated, we'll meet you in staff pose, Dandasana, with the legs out long, spine nice and straight. Keep a nice soft bend in the knees, toes are pointing towards the sky. And just breathe here, get a little comfortable in your staff pose. If you're going to try to use your strap, keep that handy. Coming into a seated forward fold from Dandasana. If you're using the strap, wrap it around the feet. Get nice and tall on the inhale, and on your exhale, we're hinging from the hips, keeping a nice flat back. Just going as far as it feels comfortable while maintaining that nice straight flat back. If the hamstrings are a little tight, you can maybe deepen the bend in the knees. Maybe you reach for the feet, maybe not. Maybe the hands rest on the shins, or maybe they walk just forward onto the yoga mat. Be here for just another round of breath and we'll walk back up. Coming back into our upright staff pose. The right leg or the right knee will bend. We'll drop the knee out to the side. Right sole of the foot meets the left thigh. This kind of seated tree pose here. Again, if you want to use your strap, you can wrap that around the bottom of your foot, coming into a different seated kind of forward fold. Taking a nice big inhale, growing tall, and then exhaling, hinging from the hips. See how this fold feels different on your hamstrings than the first forward fold we did. The longer you're here, the further the belly reaches for the thigh, and the chest, the heart sinks down. The body will just settle into that stretch. One more breath, and we'll walk it back up. Nice deep breath. Right hand meets the outer right thigh. We'll just guide that right knee up to center. Sitting up nice and tall. Left arm wraps around that right thigh and we twist. Right hand comes behind the seat. Gaze falls over the right shoulder. One more breath in our twist. We'll unwind, coming to the other side, twisting towards the left for a counter twist, and just bowing over that left side. Feels really nice. Coming back up to center. When you're ready, or if that feels good, just stay there. We'll send that right leg out. Give the legs a little shake. And move to the other side. This time the left knee bends. We'll let it drop off to the side. Setting up for our forward fold on this side. Nice and tall. Take a big inhale and we'll exhale, hinging from the hips. Folding forward. Keeping that nice straight back. The knee is soft. Breathing here. And coming back up on the inhale, sitting up nice and tall. Guiding that left knee up to center. Readjusting your seat, getting ready for that twist. We'll inhale and on the exhale, twisting over towards the left, wrapping that right arm around that left knee. Gaze falls over the left shoulder. One more breath. We'll unwind, taking our twist over to the other side for an open twist. Bowing over that right side. That just hangs heavy here. My dog is snoring. I don't know if that's coming through the microphone or not. It's kind of relaxing. They're here on the couch, taking their morning nap. When you're ready, come back up to center. Send that left leg back out to meet the right. Yoga strap can be set off to the side. We'll just give the legs here a little shake. And then send them out wide. Sending them out wide. Doesn't have to be very wide, just as wide as it feels comfortable. Sitting up nice and tall. Finding the breath. We'll add a little motion to this wide-legged seat. Fingertips come to the earth. We'll just focus on that right arm. We'll inhale it up over the head and find a nice side body stretch. And then exhaling over to the other side. Back and forth like the waves of an ocean, just flowing this movement. Do this for as long as you'd like. If this feels really nice and meditative for you. Take one more on each side. And then pause. Back up to center. Bringing the feet in towards the body for a butterfly. The hands can reach around the ankles. Sit up nice and tall. Just pause here for a moment. Maybe the tops of the hands or the palms of the hands come to the tops of the feet. Thumbs come to the arches. And we give ourselves maybe a little foot massage. Amazing strength within myself. Again, stay here as long as you like. Or come back upright. Hands come to the outside of the thighs and we'll bring the knees back up to center. If you're sitting up on a cushion, maybe move that away. Feet or hips width distance apart. The hands rest behind the seat and we'll drop the knees off from side to side like windshield wipers. One more on each side. We'll just take a pause. Coming on down to our backs, however you get there. Left leg stretches out long. Right knee comes in towards the belly. Feel that stretch there in the left hip flexor. Maybe do some ankle circles. You can use your strap here as well. We're going to extend that right leg up to the sky. Maybe holding on to the back of that right thigh. You want to ease up that hamstring if it's tight. Maybe bend that left knee to give a little bit more space. Take another breath here. And then maybe bend that right knee down, reaching for the right ankle or the outside of the right foot for a half happy baby. Again, that left leg can be bent or extended. One more breath and half happy baby. And if you have the foot, we'll go ahead and release that. Keep that right leg bent. Left leg's extended. Left hand reaches for the outside of the right thigh. We'll just guide that right thigh across the body for a supine twist. Feeling the stretch there in that right outer thigh area. And if you'd like to add a little quad stretch onto this, we can bend that left knee, maybe reach back for that left foot. Cat pulling its tail. One more breath here, releasing the left foot if you had that. Coming back up to center, stretching that right leg out long, maybe giving it a little shake, moving to the other side. This time, left leg is going to bend. We'll reach around, give it a little hug. And when you're ready, we'll send it up to the sky, reaching around that thigh for a little hamstring stretch. Remembering that you can bend that extended knee if you need a little bit more space, or use your yoga strap. It's always available to you. And then bringing that knee in towards the chest, reaching for either the left ankle or the outside of the left foot. For your half happy baby, releasing that foot and guiding that left knee over towards the right side, finding our twist over here. And adding that quad stretch, if that feels good and that's available to you at this time, by bending the right knee and reaching for it with that left hand. Cat pulling its tail. Variation. Breathing here. And of course, staying here as long as you'd like, or unwinding, coming back up to center, lying on the back with the knees bent, feet are flat on the floor. Fingertips are almost touching the heels. The feet are hips width distance apart. We'll take a little bridge here, just rocking the pelvis back and up. Holding this for a moment, just a breath or two, feeling the strength there in the back of the legs, the quads, the abs, the core turns on. And we exhale, rolling back down. Let's take one more bridge, just to even everything out. And exhale it down. Pausing at the bottom. Taking a big breath in. Drawing the knees towards the belly. On the exhale, the hands wrap around the knees and we'll just guide them around in little circles. I'm in my sunroom this morning. I can hear the birds and the waterfall. I have a lot of bird feeders. That sounds like the birds are very happy. Go one direction and then the other. Just noticing the contact the back makes with the yoga mat. Breathing. Relaxing. Noticing how the body feels. We'll pause in the center. Give those knees just a little hug. Take a deep breath in and let it all out, extending, coming into your final resting Shavasana. Maybe closing down the eyes. Giving the body permission to melt into the earth. Reflecting on your practice. Revisiting that intention that you may have set at the beginning of class. Or saying to yourself, I have amazing strength within me. I have amazing strength within me. Inviting awareness back into the body. Maybe wiggling the fingers and the toes. Rocking the head from side to side. Rolling on to one side or the other. Pausing here for a breath or two. Before pressing the body back up to seated to close our practice. Finding a comfortable seat, you can join me by placing the palms in the lap or bringing hands to heart center. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be well. Namaste. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy.